Good morning from Inverness, Florida, and we are starting out the day in the Shirdi Sai Hindu temple. This is the first time I've ever been to a Hindu temple, so I think they might have some kind of a service going on right now. Actually, there's some cars here, but we're just walking around the campus and seeing what it looks like here. This is some type of outdoor pavilion here. Got some neat Hindu artwork here outside in I guess what would be a shrine. Interesting stuff here. And that's the main building there. There's some outdoor seating here. Probably for events, festivals, I don't know. And we got a couple more structures here. And that looks like the children's play area. Outside here we've got a fountain area, benches and places to sit. This looks like a nice shrine here. And here's another one of those standalone shrines. And this one's closed, but it's got a clear window, so lots of ornate artwork. And this is the front of the temple itself. And again, some nice artwork as you approach on the ground here. The walkway in. Some other artwork out here by the parking lot. Well, it looks like there is some kind of service or something going on in there. I believe it started around 10 o'clock, so there's some people walking in here and there, and I don't think we want to really disturb them since we don't really know what it's about, but this was a nice place to walk around, start our day. Peaceful campus here at the Hindu temple.
Ship me out on a boat off the coast, on a bus to Mexico, sticking umbrella in my glass.
So for our first state park of the day, we're starting out in Inverness, Florida, maybe 10 minutes from that temple. And this is in Citrus County. We are at Fort Cooper State Historical Park, which I've never been to before. So supposedly they have some kind of pavilion around here where we start out, and then some trails. And it looks like over here we got a little pond. Sounds active with bug life. You can have a picnic here while you listen to the bugs. I see a bird out there on the post. And some lily pads on the pond here. So they gave us a map at the entrance, and I guess we'll start off by heading to the fort site. And I guess that was Lake Withlacoochee. Alright, so we found the trailhead here for the Withlacoochee State Trail, and it looks like straight ahead is what we're going to try to see, the fort site and Seminole Heritage Kiosks 2, 3, and 4. And it's a nice paved trail. It's not sure exactly how far it is, but it's a little bit cool today and overcast, so it should be easy walking. And along this trail we're seeing a lot of this spongy sort of fungus. Not exactly sure what that is. Mom touched a piece, she said it's soft. See a couple more mounds of it here as we walk along the trail. Lizards are a little shy today. I hear them, but they're running into the saw palmettos every time I try to take a picture of them. So now we're at a crossroads, and the trail we were on continues forward. And over here is the kiosk, and that's the trail to the fort site, which we'll be taking. War comes to the Cove. First year of the war, Battle of the Cove. Year of victory for the Seminole. The tides turn. Driven to a new homeland. By mid-1838, most Seminole had been pushed from central Florida and had taken refuge in the areas south of Lake Okeechobee. The conflict continued for another 4 years, with the Army gradually wearing down the Indians. And there's Chief Osceola. And we got a timeline down here. And it looks like in April 1836, I'm seeing some information here about Fort Cooper here. Major Mark Anthony Cooper and his 380 men are held under siege at Fort Cooper for 16 days until a relief column arrives. Well, let's head on over to the fort site. I'm not sure if the fort's still standing or not. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Here's some more wildlife along the trail. These are fire ants. Tons of them. They look very similar to the type that attacked me in my living room the other day. Here's the next kiosk. Lonely outpost in a hostile land. A hastily built defense. Attack and siege. Life behind the picket walls. Relentless pressure to leave. Proud descendants. After the Third War, the Seminole remained hidden in the Everglades. When drainage and road building projects came to South Florida in the 1900s, the resourceful Seminole adapted, joining the tourist trade to exhibit their culture. And we'll, of course, visit some of those sites in future videos. But I guess that's what the fort would have looked like there. So I would not be surprised if there was none of this standing. I mean, it's all just wood pickets. Let's have a look. I'm guessing this is the fort site up here. All cleared. Live oak trees. And it looks like the benches are set up almost like bleachers. So they must have some kind of exhibits here. Right on the lake there. And there actually is a piece of the fort up there, either that or a reconstruction of it. So let's go get a closer look at that. And I guess this is what remains of Fort Cooper. And it's starting to rain. So I guess we're going to head back to the car. I mean, this is the main attraction of the park. Get some lunch, sit out in the rain a little bit, and head to our next destinations. One last look at the lake of long impossible name. Let's go eat. Here we are at downtown Inverness, Courthouse Square. And there's the new courthouse there, and we'll walk on over to the old courthouse later. We got the Ritz and Glitz on the square, upscale resale boutique, thrift shop. Well, it's open, so why not have a look?
Anything we can help with?
No, we're just looking.
Got 3 rooms of stuff here. More geared at my mother than I, though. Oh boy, you done shopping?
Oh, yes. I got myself a nice blouse.
This must be the old courthouse here. I guess we're walking around the side of it. Let's have a look at the front real quick. Well, nowadays it is the Old Courthouse Heritage Museum. And here it is, the front of the old courthouse. And it's got a series of war memorials outside it. Like this one here. Those who died in Korea, Vietnam. And behind it I see the town movie theater, Valerie. Let's see what's playing at Valerie. Friday night flicks. Ooh, Ghostbusters, nice. Taxi Driver, Robert De Niro. Some classics there. And the historic Citrus County Courthouse gets a historic marker here. And here's some restaurants and stuff downtown. Looks like they've got about 2 or 3 blocks of nice downtown. Gift and wine shop. They don't open until 3:30 today. Maybe come back some other time. Let's see what we got for food. Stump knockers. The woman in the thrift store told us that is southern food. And then there's Coach's Pub. Should we try stump knockers? Stump knockers it is. Special Italian breaded pork loin, barbecue pulled pork sandwich, teriyaki salmon, key lime pie. That looks like a gator skin. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen one laid out like that before. Got some local wildlife on the placemats here. Flamingos, Mr. Manatee, kayaker, space shuttle. Let's have a look at the menu here. Everything reasonably priced here. I'm thinking maybe the shrimp po' boy. There it is, the shrimp po' boy. And Mom's catfish sandwich. And I'm starving. Well, that was good. It filled me up. And for those of you that aren't from the South, a po' boy is just what they call a hoagie or a grinder or a sub down here. So that was a shrimp sub, a shrimp po' boy. Well, now the weather looks like it's gotten a lot better, so let's get moving on. I didn't see the sushi restaurant when we were walking in. I'll be back for you someday. Where am I? We're at Ziggy's Haven Bird Sanctuary. Look at this guy.
Hello.
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 Hello to you too. And if you're looking to adopt a bird, this is the place to come. There's a turkey, and he gobbles. Is he gonna gobble? No, he's not gonna gobble for me. So there's a donation of $5 required for the tour, and that helps the birds. So I'm not gonna film the tour, obviously, because that's how they make the money to help the birds here. So, but I will show you a couple highlights, a couple of my favorite birds along the way. Definitely worth coming to. This is fun, and that turkey is gonna gobble for me. How you doing? How you doing? Hi. They've got a variety of farm stock here too. Cows, pig, chickens. A Shadrach. I bet you didn't know birds could have Quaker names. Alright, well that's a good sample of some of the things you could do in Inverness, Florida. And while we're in Citrus County, we wanted to check out a little more of Crystal River, which is on the coast. We're going to check out the Crystal River State Park. That's Crystal River Preserve State Park, actually. So there are quite a few trails to choose from, but we chose the Crystal Cove Trail. And we may not do the whole thing, but this looks like a pretty good one. I heard they have otters, woodpeckers, and hopefully we don't run into the skunk, the striped skunk, or the eastern spotted skunk. So this trail so far is a wide grassy path, and it's going to fork a couple times ahead, and we looked at the map and picked the route we wanted to see. Here's our first lizard of the day. And there we go. A brown anole lizard. And these guys are getting big this time of year. I'm seeing a lot of big ones lately. Catching up to Mom, who's now equipped with a walking stick. So now as we're walking, we have swamp on both sides. And we're on an elevated trail in the middle. Not a boardwalk though, just a elevated grass trail. And there you can see swamp on the right side of us. And swamp on the left side as well. Haven't spotted any otters yet. Alright, river overlook is to the left. That's where we're headed. I see a neat yellow and black striped butterfly. There we go. And now I can see the Crystal River to our left. There we go. We'll get a better look at that as we get to the overlook, but preliminary view here. We're still not at the overlook, but this is a great view nonetheless here. The Crystal River. Vulture. And that looks like Mom. Okay, here's a fun one. Nice little insect. Okay, well here's another bug Mom spotted. She says it's a bug anyway. I don't see it moving though. I don't know, we'll let you decide what this thing is. Some good nature today. So most of the slithering that you hear along the water here are just brown anole lizards that are getting afraid when we get a little too close to them. However, we have spotted one snake so far. Well, one on foot and one in the car in the park on the way in. Well, see, that's just a little brown anole lizard there. Look carefully to see them. But sometimes you hear that sound and it's something else. Sometimes it's a snake slithering along the side of the water here. There's a nice one, and you can see it's got its dewlap out, or it did for a second. Good day for lizards here, and we're keeping our eye out for otters too, but so far no otters yet. Now on the right side here along the trail, odd rock formation. I think it's man-made, but I'm not sure. It would have to be, I would assume. And we're still walking along the river on that side, looking for otters, looking for snakes, lizards, whatever we might find. All the fun stuff. And that last bench there must be the official overlook. Some boating activity going on here on the Crystal River. Fishing boat. Waving at us. And now we just watch the boats go by or see whatever else passes us by here at the overlook on the Crystal River. See another boat out there. Heading back now to the car. We walked a little bit less than a mile. I forgot to check the Fitbit before we started on the trail. But this wasn't very far. So far the weather has held up pretty good for us. But we are starting to feel a couple of raindrops here and there, and it's getting a little darker, so not pushing it. Headed back to the car. Now we got 2 of those butterflies, wow. And I looked those up, those are called zebra longwing butterflies. First time I've seen those. All right, Mom saw another snake. Their 3rd snake sighting this afternoon in this park. I do not see it. She says it was a big one. That, on the other hand, was a root. Wind picking up. Almost back at the car though. And I had my Fitbit celebration there. 10,000 steps. For me, that's like 2,800 something calories, so that's great. So this is our last stop for the day. Some ibises here. I think I might have frightened them a little bit. And we are at the Withlacoochee River here, which forms the border between Citrus and Sumter counties. We're actually on the Sumter County side now, and Inverness is on the other side of the river over there. Well, I hope you enjoyed Inverness. This is going to be our last stop, Withlacoochee River, and then we're probably just going to grab some food on the way home, but this is the end of the video, so see you next week. Are you going to gobble for me? Come on. Come on, gobble. I take day trips just about every weekend. I'm based out of Central Florida, so most of my videos will be set in that part of the world. If you're interested in things to do in Florida, or if you just want to come along for the ride, you can hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or any suggestions for future trips, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching.